to announce the arrival of the 2016 guide to Singapore. Singapore is one of the most exciting, dynamic, and vibrant culinary scenes in Asia, in the world today. It's a very exciting project for us. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, and to actually be here in Singapore is always a pleasure. As head of the Michelin Guide Worldwide, I'm often asked the question, how is it that a tire company has a restaurant and hotel guide? How in the world did that happen? And I think it's very interesting to look back on the history of the Michelin Guide, which was started by the Michelin brothers back in 1900 in Clermont-Ferrand, France, where they had started a small automobile tire manufacturing company. Back then in France, there was 4,000 cars in all of France. And the Michelin brothers realized that if they were going to sell tires, cars had to drive. People had to take their cars, drive, use the tires up, and buy more tires. So the Michelin brothers set out publishing maps, publishing guides, publishing a different variety of products to get people to encourage people to drive. One of those products was the Michelin Guide to restaurants and hotels. It also featured places to get your car fixed, or places to buy gasoline, which back then was very difficult to do. And over the years, people noticed that the restaurant and hotel recommendations were particularly good. So back in 1926, the Michelins decided to specialize in hotels and restaurants. From then on, over the last 100 years, the Michelin Guide has become one of the world's most recognized and respected guides to hotels and restaurants. I think another question I get often is, what is it that makes the Michelin Guide so unique, or why does the Michelin Guide have this reputation? And for me, it's very clear. First of all, it has to do with the Michelin inspectors. Michelin, we have an army of inspectors stationed around the world where we publish guides. These inspectors are full-time, salaried Michelin employees. They are all food experts, usually having gone to hotel or cooking school, often having worked in a restaurant as a chef or in the front of the house. When they go to eat and visit a restaurant, they are anonymous. So they're received and eat just like any other customer, and they always pay their bill. And that unique formula is, I think, why that we're able to come up with probably what is arguably the most objective food analysis and food opinions in the world. Okay, well, that's fine, but what do inspectors look for? When they go to a restaurant, what does a Michelin inspector look for? And these criteria, which are printed in every guide, so it's very open for everybody to see, we look at 5 criteria. First of all, inspectors are looking for the quality of the ingredients, the quality of the product the chef uses. Good food is first and foremost based around the product. The second thing the inspectors look for is mastery of cooking technique. In other words, things have to be perfectly cooked. If you take, for example, a piece of fish probably has a window of about 30 seconds when it's perfectly cooked. Before that, it's not cooked enough. After that, it's cooked too much. So we're looking for perfection in cooking technique. The inspectors also look for harmony and balance in the flavors, in the seasonings. Things should be harmonious. They should be well seasoned. You shouldn't be having any overpowering flavors, so things should work very well in the plate. We also look for a chef's signature. Great chefs are like artists or athletes. They all have a signature. They all have expressed their creativity and their talent in their dishes. So we look for that very carefully. We also look for, this is very important, regularity over the course. Fish course, meat course, cheese, dessert. They look at everything. So they're looking for quality throughout the whole menu. They're also looking for regularity over time. So Michelin inspectors will go to a restaurant several times during the year, perhaps in February, and again in June, and maybe again in October, to make sure the restaurant is able to deliver consistent quality throughout the year.